Hi Gemini, it's Cherry. I'm here with your September twin flame reading. So this is a reading I've been doing since May, and it is a matchup between the masculine and the feminine. And when you watch it, you can see male, female, masculine, feminine. Doesn't have to match that way, as we all know that masculine energy can be both in the female or the masculine or the male, and that we both have both sides to us. So if you want to see it as looking at both sides of yourself, you can do it that way. But this is meant to be a reading on your twin flame path and your connection, and how it's evolving month to month. So I am going to use this little spread that I have in my book under spreads in my book here. This is my holographic. Well, it's a book that I made to go with my holographic deck. So what I've done is, here we're gonna have like a matchup. We have his thoughts, his feelings, her feelings, his thoughts, her thoughts, his hopes, her hopes, his actions, and her actions, back and forth like that. I just realized, I've been saying his thoughts or thoughts a lot, and the word thoughts have been popping up a lot, and as if it's not a good word, like it's related to ego. And it can be. That's where the ego is based, with the thoughts. But actually, thoughts can be helpful and a useful tool if we use them in a correct way. And it's more about being in the now and the present, and maybe actually just like listening to yourself. What are your thoughts? Okay, so that being said, we're going to use two decks to represent the masculine and the feminine. The masculine, I'm using the Illuminati Tarot, and the feminine, my Alchemia Tarot that I just got, and I both edged them just recently too. I'm so excited. They're all golden and ready to go. And the Alchemia Tarot, I remember I used for Gemini I think it was the 2020 reading anyway, or it could have been 2019, but for the year reading. And I like to match up decks according to signs too, like at the end of the year. So look for that too later on in the year. But so for September, let's see what's going on. We're going to use the Romance Angels Oracle for the masculine, and the Romantic Fairy for the feminine. And we're just going to get sort of like an overall general reading for a message for both sides, and then we'll go into the specific spread and go back and forth. So let's see, what are the messages for the divine masculine here? What is the general kind of like atmosphere, base of the matter for Gemini, sun, moon, rising, or any other placement that you'd like to look at? And yeah, and let's see what I've been trying to find just the right music, and oh my god, this one's a little bit, I mean, like, I want happy but not too crazy. All right, so you have release your ex and religious factors. Ooh, interesting. So the basis for a lot of what the masculine is doing in September has to do with this energy. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, so it's interesting how these two cards are together. There could be an old belief system that you're going to release now. Release your ex thoughts. And that's funny that I mentioned thoughts before the cards even came out, because if you, let's say you're, like I just read the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it's really like, it's kind of like making you go into a subjective point of view where you're watching yourself and what thoughts are coming up, how are you reacting certain things, and then like asking yourself why, and not like, this is totally not about coming down hard on yourself or being hard on yourself, because this is the human condition. This is something that we all have. This is nothing to be ashamed of or to be angry at yourself at. And the fact that you have any kind of self-awareness is actually the first step to enlightenment. So I think this is kind of the path that's going on here. there could be religion involved in the situation, which is fine, but it's interesting in this book that goes with the Doreen's deck. I'm going to read it for you because what she says is actually really cool, even though she's kind of changed her mind over time. What she said about it in the day she made this card, or maybe it was Bradley who wrote this part, but I don't know, but it's basically the religious factors are saying this card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith. That's possible right there. Also, September, somebody just wrote to me. I said, what holiday is in September? And like, I can't think of anything but Grandparents' Day, but somebody said the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah. So there you go, temple. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ markedly from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture. This is where I found this real interesting that she wrote this. The romance angels are helping you address these issues. They ask you to remain true to yourself during the process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important, for example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and the like, without having the same religious affiliation that you do. I thought that was like really jumped out at me when I read that, and I think that's a very important message for a lot of you out there. So the angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God. Everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. Isn't that nice? All right. And it was funny that she said that, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations, because those are words that she uses in another card. It was right there, popped up. This is calling in your soulmate. So if you want to call them in, use these, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations to bring yourselves together, because that's ultimately what's meant to happen here. And I'm sorry that I went into such detail on that one, but I often see that card as a little perplexing sometimes, pondering. Like I want to dig deeper in that a lot of times, and I never do. And this time I just said, yes, we're going to dig deeper. So let's see on the Divine Feminine side, what's going on with the Divine Feminine, the base of the matter, anything that could be influencing the situation in the month of September. Let's see. I purposely didn't make a religious factor card for my deck, like with that meaning, but my meaning, there is one in here sort of like that. Let's see. Okay, you're manifesting the one. So the soulmate card is the same as this, the prayers and affirmations. This one, the calling in your soulmate, is the same. And yeah, so very soon, and it can also represent the true love that's arriving as well. All right, so true love is arriving. Very good. The feminine here has a lot of faith in the situation, and she really recognizes her person as the one. Okay, let's get busy now. So what is the Divine Masculine feeling about the feminine in the month of September? Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is the Divine Masculine feeling? He's feeling, both. Oh, wow, nice. He's feeling like he wants family, he wants legacy, he wants stability, He wants the happily ever after. Oh, and he wants the celebration. The Three of Cups have been coming out for the feminine side here, but definitely wanting to, oh, he wants to marry. He wants to marry you. He wants to marry the feminine for sure. He wants to have a wedding, a big, beautiful family wedding. Maybe according to his religious tastes. I don't know. Like, it could be like, oh, those traditional Indian weddings are so beautiful. Something like that. Okay. Let's see now. What about the divine feminine? What is she feeling towards the divine masculine or the relationship in the month of September? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is she feeling? What is she feeling? Okay, there we go. Ooh, she's got the Two of Swords. So she's feeling okay, but she feels like she's got some decisions to make here. She's thinking a lot, you know. She actually feels she has trust. So we have the faith and the trust, and she's moved past faith because it's always been part of her. She has strong faith just like the divine masculine does. And now it's moving on into the trust area, and sensing something, realizing that this is an area that she needs to work. She needs to work on letting go and letting the universe take over. And that's not always the easy part. We have, you know, the 2, but it looks like an 11, right? A 1-1, just like the Gemini symbol. And Geminis often do that. They go back and forth in their minds. And here is an example of this mind energy, which is a beautiful, powerful thing, but it can get in the way sometimes if you're an overthinker. So use your mind for powerful change and a way to look into yourself. Like, let one sword look at the other instead of going back and forth which sword is correct. Let one sword look at the other sword and see why you're behaving a certain way, why you do certain thing that you do, why you react to what you do. Where does that stem from? Is it a childhood wound? Where is this coming from? Is this a pain, from your pain body of some sort within you? So these are things that could help you, you know, in your growth. And yeah, and research that, you know, you might like to learn about how to be in the now and get out of the ego and things like that, you know. And that could be what's happening with the feminine anyway, you know. Like, this could be coming up saying that the feminine is actually learning about these things. All right, so now let's see, what is the divine masculine thinking? Oh gosh, you know, here comes the thoughts. Thoughts are not natural for the Geminis. What is the divine masculine thinking? So the feminine is feeling like she might be thinking too much. Yeah, exactly, feminine. You got to go into your feels, you know, get out of your head and go into your heart. That's kind of like more bottom line there. Okay, what is the divine masculine thinking? Maybe he should get out of his head too. What is the divine masculine thinking towards this feminine in the month of September? Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Nice. So this is a good thought. Thinking about your princess is a good place for your thoughts to be. So it could be thinking of how he is attracted to her, how beautiful she is, how she moves him, how she's so stable and delicate and precious. And the Princess of Pentacles is this energy of sweetness and warmth and nurturing, and maybe he's thinking that she's such a great mother and she's sensible and studious and calm and practical. So, and it also represents earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So definitely the masculine's thinking, I feel like this masculine Gemini could be thinking of an earth sign here. Okay, so let's see now, what is the feminine thinking about? Oh, that was fast. Okay, the feminine's thoughts are nice on the Eight of Cups. So she's thinking of maybe taking a walk. She's like, I think we need to go. And then she's also, her thoughts are on the King of Cups. So so her thoughts could be taking a walk away from somebody and walking towards the King of Cups, or maybe walking away from the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents an emotionally responsible man. Could be a counselor even. Maybe she's decided to change counseling, but she's on a way, like she's decided to go in a different path. Like her journey is taking her into a different direction. She's seeking change. I think after much thought, she's decided, okay, I'm taking a new route now. I'm going to go into a different direction. Also, it could be the feminine Gemini here could be connected to a masculine water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Or it could be a man that's in feminine energy, been in feminine energy a lot, because they're more like this, the mother type. But anyway, it's interesting. So I think there could be some changing going on, a moving towards the love, away from one set of circumstances and onto a new set of circumstances, or a new person. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so interesting thoughts. No wonder if she's in her head so much. Let's see what the masculine is. What are the masculine's hopes in the month of September towards his feminine? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have the Three of Pentacles. Very nice. Wow, okay. Oh, wow, this is interesting. All right, so the Three of Pentacles is about a collaboration. So these hopes is kind of detailed here. And it is about teamwork and progress and artistry and making just something great with someone special. Then the Princess of Swords sometimes has a nemesis energy, like not necessarily, but she's sharp, and she's not always that pleasant. And he's got the Eight of Cups too. His Eight of Cups looks real different than the feminine's Eight of Cups, though. She's got more of a optimistic attitude about it and feeling brave and bold, and he feels like he's walking away, but he's very reluctant, like feeling like he's going into a cold situation by doing it. Or maybe he's felt some coldness from somebody in his life that he's walking away from. But I feel the promise is that he's going to walk into a good situation, or at least that's his hopes. His hopes is that he's leaving something cold behind in order to come into a beautiful situation. Okay, interesting. There's a lot of walking away in the Gemini sides here. All right, so let's see now, what are the feminine's hopes towards the divine masculine? Okay, see, she's hoping for that cup of love, the fishy cup. She's hoping for there's a lot of love going on in here too. She's hoping for a message, an endearment, some kind of reassurance that he still loves her. Like, are you still there? You still got a fish for me? Are we still on? is this still us? And so yeah, she's hoping for love messages. So let's see what the divine masculine's actions are going to be in the month of September, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. The actions here, okay, have to do with timing. So with the Seven of Pentacles, there's this kind of, it almost feels like suspension here. This is about harvest though, so it's almost like, aha, this is the time now. We've reached the time. The time has come to bring in the fruit, to bring in. He's looking at them. He's seeing how everything's grown. He's seeing if things are ready. You don't want to pluck the peach unless it's going to be juicy and sweet. And so he's just determining if the timing is right, but it feels like it is. Like he's picking the right one also. This is what the Seven of Pentacles means, picking the right one. Oh my gosh, I choose you, Pikachu. That's what this is. Yes. Okay, so let's see the feminine. What is the feminine's actions towards the masculine in the month of September? Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh, wow, the Chariot. Every time I hear Chariot, I hear cherry. So the Chariot is beautiful. Like both horses are white. And I like this one because this is not a choice anymore. This is just destiny. This is truth and destiny, and meeting the victory, meeting the divine, meeting your destiny, meeting your destiny at long last. So she is determined, and this is about movement and drive and focus. And whatever, she's like, whatever the masculine wants to give her, she will meet that and more, she will meet the manifesting of her one. And I know a lot of you don't even like the term twin flame, maybe you prefer the term the one. And so that is exactly what's happening here, meeting the one. And for a lot of you, this might not even be a twin flame reading. You may be watching it and maybe just don't have a twin flame. Maybe you have an actual soulmate instead, and that's also possible, especially if it follows more traditional lines of dating and marriage and all of that. Then maybe you are actually with a soulmate, which is just as nice and maybe even better sometimes. No, but it's a good thing. So wow, that's very sweet. Okay, so let's see what your charms have to say. Okay, let's see. Wow, so you got the I got your back charm. This is like, no matter what, I'm always there with you, always by your side, always near you. I carry you, you carry me, we'll take turns. This could also kind of represent sort of like the, this is actual my ear cuff, and it represents being a mother, really. And that, I piggyback them, I take them wherever, no matter where they need help, I'm always there to help them. And it can be in a situation like that where you have kids, but it can also represent your relationship with each other as twin flames as well. And then you have the little mermaid, who is all about, speaking your voice and being true to yourself. And look, she's holding on strong to her tail, and she's not going to give up her voice just so she can have legs, because she loves herself just the way she is. And then Tinkerbell is bringing in the pixie dust. She's like, okay, you met your challenge of trusting the universe. Guess what? I'm bringing in the magic. And it's all falling into place. So there could be a road trip coming up for somebody, somebody who needs to not just walk away, but drive away. Get in your car and take a trip. Oh my God, this car won't stand straight. But yeah, road trips, possibly. I was considering a road trip myself, because I think I might actually have time and opportunity in September, where I thought July and August would be my time, but it didn't happen. But I think September might actually work out to be a better better opportunity for some vacation. Anyway, I hope you like that, you guys. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of this channel. If you're a subscriber, hello, thank you, welcome back. And if you would like, check out your other signs in your chart. You know, check out your moon sign, your ascendant, and any other placement you want to. Check out all of them if you like, just for, you know, just to get some messages, because sometimes they'll resonate. You can check, you can look at them more like this really huge 12 pile. Pick a card if you want to, and pick the one that really is drawing you, maybe the thumbnail, or maybe the energy of the numbers in the you know, in the reading. Whatever it is, you don't always have to go just by your sun sign, right? Okay, well, I hope you check out the other ones. Check out also my description page for information on where you can hang out with me and you can get private readings from me. You just send me an shout me out. Send me an email address. Send me an email. My address is down there, and then I will give you how to reach me. I think I need to get a drink of water now. All right, I will continue this later, but see you guys around. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.